We bring in Dean Cheng. He's the senior fellow at the Heritage Foundation's Asian Studies Center. Good morning and happy Friday to you, Dean.
Thank you. Good morning.
I want to talk about the timing of all of this first, because we had suspicions that she was and the company was skirting sanctions back in 2016. Why did we act now?
Well, it may well be partly an issue of opportunity. My understanding is Ms. Meng was changing airplanes in Canada. If she had made it back to China, it is highly unlikely that we would be able to extradite her, for example.
But this shows that, you know, our toolkit goes well beyond tariffs in our punishment or crackdown on China and their abuses. Other countries might be siding with us. We're learning that Japan may restrict some of Huawei's technology. The same for the UK, because if Huawei has a hold on 5G, this is the technology of the future, what's in your smart home, in your driverless car, we kind of want a coalition against them to decrease their power. Can that work?
Well, Huawei is not a state-owned enterprise. Huawei is a private company, so it's more subject to pressures such as this. And we are looking at a general reaction because China has been a bad cyber actor, which is, of course, one of the complaints that has led to the ongoing trade clashes and the imposition of tariffs, is Chinese lack of respect for intellectual property and cyber espionage.
What do you expect China to do, to respond? How do they respond?
Well, I think that certainly this is going to make negotiations more difficult. The Chinese are already formally protesting, wanting to get Ms. Meng back. I think American businesses are likely to face a lot of harassment in China, and business executives who may have anything from a parking ticket to more serious issues are likely to find themselves potentially being scooped up by Chinese police in quote-unquote law enforcement situation.
Does this end the way it ended for ZTE? You know, they pay a big fine and it's done. How does this
Well,
end?
we haven't had the formal announcement of exactly what the charges are. For example, if Ms. Meng is being charged over her activities at Skycom, where she was prior to her current position at Huawei, apparently Skycom was openly trying to circumvent UN sanctions, not American sanctions, just American sanctions, to Iran. This may not be something that she can just skirt and waltz out on.
Yeah, and finally, really quickly here, Dean, this should have been a triumphant moment for the Trump administration, but the market sold off on this news. Why do you think that is?
Well, the possibility of a further deterioration in U.S. Chinese trade relations is going to absolutely increase that volatility you folks have been talking about.
And the tit for tat just continues. Dean Cheng, have a good weekend, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.